All right, what's good, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Sportsload. Today we got the Three Musketeers, Mr. GPS Garrett Paul Smith, and V Guts Van is here with me, and I'm here, Ja. You know the vibes. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Let's get that out the way. To all the Papa Bears. Salute to y'all. You know what I mean? But let's get right into it. Breaking news: Rafael Devers traded to the San Francisco, almost the 49ers just now. Giants.
Giants. Yeah.
Garrett, you got the deets on the trade.
Yes. So Devers was traded by himself for Kyle Harrison, a pitcher, left-handed pitcher, starter.
Yeah, he's going
Jordan
straight to AAA,
Hicks.
by the way.
Yeah. Jordan Hicks, who was a former reliever, starter, used to play for St.
Mm-hmm.
Louis. And then two outfield prospects, James Tibbs and minor league right-hand pitcher Jose Bello. And
Okay.
that's it. That's the trade. As bad as that is.
Yeah, is this what you might call like the baseball version of the Luca trade as of right now?
Yes, yes. Oh my god, yeah. This would be exactly that. Yeah. Cuz like
It's
Hicks is
I
like
don't know, because
okay, but Harrison, Tibbs and Bello, no. Just like
yeah.
that's nothing. They got nothing back
Here's
for
the
him.
thing. I think is because remember he's signed to like what 2033, I think.
Yeah,
And
Devers
I
has a big
think
contract. Yeah.
right. So I think they were willing. What happened, Van?
He's pretty young as well, no?
Yeah. He's
He's
relatively young.
28. He's 28.
Yeah,
So, and he signed
he's in his
till
prime.
2033, so
Yeah, he's in his prime for sure.
yeah.
The issue is like who was willing to take that contract, and it seems like Boston was just willing to trade anybody who's willing to take that contract,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and that's what it seems to be. To me, it's honestly seems like a salary dump.
It does kind of, yeah.
Like
Like the Mookie Betts trade.
it
They
feel-
didn't want to pay him, so they just
Yeah.
traded him to the Dodgers.
Exactly. Why it seems like Boston seems to do that? Remember they did that. I don't know if you guys remember. Gary, you probably remember this when they had Adrian Gonzalez and Jamal Crawford, and I think the pitcher he became a reliever. He started off in Tampa Bay.
Oh yeah. I'm forgetting his name now too,
He's
but
really yeah, he's pretty good. Price, some Trevor Price.
oh, David Price.
David
David Price.
Price.
Yeah, yeah.
Cy Young winner, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and they traded him to the Dodgers. Remember and they got
Yeah.
like nothing in pretty much nothing in return. They signed these guys to big deals, and then they traded them away to Los Angeles. So Boston has a habit of giving these guys big contracts, and when they get a little frisky, I guess, or unhappy, they just who's willing to take this off of
They
our
just
hands?
dump him off and
First
then
guy,
they get
yeah,
nothing.
they just dump them off.
It's crazy. Like
Yeah.
and the
So
best player they got was Hicks and he's like okay at best. I mean, he's a little wild, He can throw hard, but he can't
Yeah.
control it.
He's not consistent.
Yeah, not consistent control. So like in Harrison, he was in the minor leagues, and then the prospects, who knows what we're gonna get, right? Like Devers
that's
is
still a crapshoot, you never
top
know.
10 hitter in the league. Like he can smoke the baseball. Like the guy's really
Yeah.
good at hitting. He can't field for crap anymore, but they can. San Francisco doesn't need a third baseman. They have Matt Chapman, so like
Right.
they're good. This is a great trade for the Giants.
San Francisco, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, especially for right now, who knows what's going to happen down the road? When,
Yeah, I mean, and even
where
if
reality sets in.
even if they dump even if they dump him in like a few years, it's like still worth it because they give up nothing for him if it's 4
Pretty
years
much.
in his prime, and then they're like, all right, Devers, see you later, bro. It's like, all right,
All right.
cool.
So, where you think this? So, does this get San Francisco over the hump? And what does let's get to San Francisco first. Then we'll talk about Boston. And what does this do for San Francisco in the division or overall?
I mean, it definitely boosts them. I think that's
They can compete with the Padres and what's his name?
Diamondbacks.
Dodgers
Uh,
and Diamondbacks,
Dodgers.
yeah, and the Rockies.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm competing with the Rockies right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was
I got a better
joking.
record than the Rockies.
Sure, you do.
Put us on the Rockies, they're it's not gonna make much of a difference for that.
Nah, not at
No.
all.
So you might as well pay us a couple million.
Barry Bonds now would help them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like prime Barry Bonds. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
maybe
No, I'm
juice
talking
Barry
about
Bonds.
geriatric bonds. Give them some testosterone, some. Yeah, I mean,
HGH.
let's see what happens.
Yeah,
So right now, where does San Francisco stand in the standings?
I believe they're in second in a tie with the Dodgers.
So wait, all right, San Diego's still number one, right? I
Well,
know that Diamondbacks were heating up too.
yeah, they're all very close. It's very close. Yeah, they're in a. Well, the Dodgers are 2 games ahead now. Okay, it was a tie for a little bit because they're playing each
All
other,
right.
or at least I think the Dodgers play the Padres and the Giants back to back. So they're all playing each other.
Right. All right, so like it's good to see like the just trades being made before the trade deadline. That's what's crazy. They were just pretty much Boston really trying to just get rid of that contract and get rid because he doesn't want to play.
And then I'm wondering if Boston is like giving up or something because they're still 500, above 500 right now.
And they just beat the the Yankees too.
They beat the Yankees.
They just swept the Yankees, or did they sweep them?
What's his name? Last at bat was a home run against us.
Yeah, his at bat today was a home run.
And they're only half a game out of the last wild card spot as well. So I don't understand this move by them at all, unless it was just a salary dump.
Although I would say though, like in the American League, they are one of my biggest disappointments.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone thought they would be a lot better, but
yeah.
But you could also say the same about Texas and Cleveland too.
Yeah, I agree. They did overachieve last year, but I think like they spent the money this year. They got Crochet. I don't think the pitching is necessarily the problem. They're just not hitting properly, like and with key guys. And then you have Devers, who told you from jump that he didn't want to change positions at all.
And you got Bregman.
Yeah, and then the thing is with him is like you have an unhappy star. You're not gonna get he's not gonna show up. He's gonna probably give you a half-ass showing, which he looks like he half done. And
well, at least at the beginning of the year he did. The beginning of the year was definitely not great.
Yeah, he was like struggling bad. He was like in a 0 for 19 slump or 1 for something slump. It
was like 0 for 20 or something, and then he hit a home run.
He was. Yeah. And baseball players compared to every other sport, they're very finicky. You know what I mean? They're streaky guys. So yeah. So what happens to Boston? Are they gonna? Because there's rumbling. Like, I heard like Duran was supposed to be on the market.
Yeah, I'm thinking he is gonna be on the market now. I mean, I have to think, right? Yeah. They're gonna tear it down.
Fire sale? You think they're gonna have a fire sale?
Yeah, and possibly because they have Duran, who they could trade. They have. I don't know if Trevor Story would get anything. Maybe he's kind of injured. And
I don't think Trevor Story would get
Roman too.
Well, he's a new rookie they called up.
Yeah.
We'll see how good he is. I mean, I don't know. He's only been up a few games.
Yeah. The thing is,
and they called up Marcelo Meyer, so he's gonna be. We'll see how he does, and I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I think that I'm confused with what they're doing because I think I would have said that this is just a one-off. They just want to unload this one cancerous guy, but then they're bringing up the guys from the minors. Now it's just telling you like maybe they're throwing the towel a little early, which I don't think is a good idea because I think Duran is a really good player. They could get a lot for him.
Duran's a great player. He's a 5-tool player. He can hit, run, field, everything.
Tied to him and the center fielder from Baltimore are tied to the Mets.
I would love to have him.
Make a move. Me too. Although I do like Tyrone Taylor as a defensive guy. He doesn't really produce offensively. Duran is the jack of all trades. So, I mean, it's a simple trade there. But I don't know. Boston confuses me right now. I don't know what the hell they're doing. As of right now, I'm going to say probably it's a one-off. I think it's still. Then again, they're still in the wild card at least.
Yeah,
they're just literally one run away from even winning the division. They just beat the Yankees. So like they shouldn't give. Yeah. So they could still be in it, but it's very confusing. Not shocked at the trade, I'm just shocked at the returns.
Yeah, the return was horrible. Like they should have gotten more. Could have gotten more. Easily could have gotten more for him. He's a great hitter most of the time, like really his whole career.
Yeah.
He's been top 10.
It seems like this was more of a mental thing. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Because he's only 20. I thought he was actually older.
I'm sorry, man.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
Yeah, always.
Xander Xander Bogaerts, Mookie Betts, and Rafael Devers are all division rivals now.
Yeah, they're all on the West Coast. Yeah.
Yeah, and they all got traded for basically nothing.
Nothing, yeah. It was given away.
Just gave them away.
Yeah.
All those guys.
I don't know. Well, look, I get the word is that like Boston does have a really good minor league system. So maybe they just want to bring to see what they got. But it's a gamble. It's a huge gamble.
Yeah, it might not work out, and it takes years for these guys to develop too, most of the time. So they might be a few years before they're good again. Honestly, who knows?
All right. So yeah. So let's get to our teams now. What's up with your Yankees, man?
I'm happy that they got rid of Devers, so I can say that.
Well, yeah, he's the only one happy about this. Everyone else is like, what the fuck?
It's like, they swept us, but they still lost at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really did. They played themselves.
If I'm the Yankees right now, like they're a growing concern, but I'm pretty sure they're sleeping all right though. This makes them sleep a little easier tonight, for sure. For sure. If we're getting the same thing happening with the Braves and they give up like Acuna or even Matt Olson, I'm like, well, I'm gonna sleep better tonight. Like I will have nightmares.
Pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm. And look, man, the biggest threats right now seems to be the Rays right now. Like the Rays are like they're man. We got to see them firsthand today, man. This whole weekend, and they're legit, man. That team is just swinging and everything, and they're fast. Like they steal bases. These guys are. I didn't think I didn't think the Mets were going. I thought the Mets would win the series, but I didn't think they were going to get swept.
Yeah, we were due for a bad series.
Race. Wow.
Yeah, the good thing is for us, though, like Philly still sucks and Atlanta still suck. So it's not like it doesn't hurt. The wound isn't cut too deep. The issue is though, like the bullpen was due for a bad outing and the starting pitching was due for a bad outing as well. So it just so happened to happen at once.
Yeah,
and it is a concern for me right now because we got the Braves next.
Yeah, we need to get our crap together for that series.
My thought is like, with the Braves being so bad right now, you gotta mouth the floor with them. You could put them away in the next two series. Literally put them away.
Yeah,
like where they could actually get. Yeah, because if you win those two series coming up, the series against the Braves in Atlanta and then the series with the Braves in New York, you could literally consider them out of the fucking playoff picture.
Yeah, we could put them to rest.
Yeah, you could literally put the dirt on them right there and bury them.
Yeah, I mean, we're not. That's not going to happen, knowing what the Mets.
No, I think the Braves are going to actually play their ass off this week for sure.
They're 13 games behind us right now, so we could put them like literally, like we could put them 20 games behind.
You guys got them back to back twice.
Yeah, well, no, we have them. So it's the Braves for 3, then Philly for 3, and then the Braves for 4. I think.
Yeah, you're right.
That's basically
it's Braves, Philly, Braves, and then Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we got a winning record in those. Yeah, next 10 games basically.
Yeah, it's what now? It's what, 6 games? If we can win
7 games,
4,
7 games.
7 games. Well, look, even better. If we win 4, I think
10 including the Phillies, you just get a bigger lead.
Yeah, I'm talking about this week. If we could win 4 games out of the what, 7 you said, Garrett?
Well, 7 versus Atlanta. Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about like the Philly series as well. Like
6 games for both series. 6 games.
So if we could win 4 games, I will be happy with that. If we come out of this road trip with 4 wins, that's a great.
But it could also be like a sweep and then a series loss.
Yeah.
But preferably 2 wins in each. Preferably.
It would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be nice. What's up with the Yankees? Who they got coming up?
We played the Orioles. I know this weekend.
Yeah.
I think we're playing the Angels now.
You guys flying to LA or are they coming to you guys?
It's in New York.
Okay. Well, the Angels they're not in a little spot. Are they in first place?
No.
Oh, no, Seattle's in first place, right? I think Seattle's in first place.
No, I think it's Houston now.
Really?
Seattle or Houston?
It's Houston, yeah. Houston, Seattle, Texas, Angels.
Oh well, Angels are falling from
they're
grace.
Below 500. They're 5 games below.
The Nationals,
7.5 game out.
That's a rugged team. I know the Mets beat the shit out of them, but the Nationals are a good team.
They're going to be good in a few years. You got 2 or 3 years. They're going to be like really good.
They're going to be a legit team.
Places basically.
Yeah, you see what Miami's reporting on the Sandy Alcantara deal. There's like they want to overhaul like your best minor leaguers.
Yeah, of course they do. I don't know.
And he's coming back. He's coming back from Tommy John, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sandy Alcantara, like the thing is with him, like I'm not gonna send a bunch of guys because the thing is with him, like any Tommy John surgery. Come on, like the first year back is never good. It's the second and third years is where you really see how good you really are as a pitcher. It takes like literally 2 years for you to get back close to form.
It's tempting.
So yeah, it is tempting, but
especially with our pitching. Especially with our pitching, it's like.
Nah, if any of us or one of our teams would do it, would probably be the Yankees. The Yankees would probably get Sandy Alcantara.
Yeah, but our minor leaguers aren't that great.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what you giving up? And the Sandy's contract is it like a big contract? Because maybe you could get that. You could eat that money at least. They're trying to unload him. But I think in their case, they just want they want farm system talent. And I'm not pulling that trigger for him. Honestly, I think he's really gonna. I think he's gonna figure it out and be great again next year. It's still a huge gamble, especially if a team in a pennant race.
Especially if he gets hurt again. That's the other problem. If you get hurt again, and then you're really screwed.
Yeah, I'll do it if it's a team that's close to a pennant, like like a Brewers or like some of my team is chasing, they just a pitcher away. Then I'm pulling the trigger on the deal like that. But as of a team that's already in the pennant race or considered a World Series contender, I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, it's just too risky.
Yeah, man. It's a huge risk. And again, the Mets pitching really ate shit this week, and the hitting didn't help neither. Especially in this loss right here. This one was really painful because they didn't show up. Nobody showed up today.
I think they gave up after that.
Yeah, the only person that had a good weekend was Nimmo.
Didn't Beatty hit a home run though?
That's cute, but Beatty gets a base hit. It's a good day for Beatty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every time Beatty gets a hit, it keeps him away from the farms from going back down to AAA.
Just enough, right? Just enough.
Yeah.
The thing save his ass.
It's funny. It's funny I bring that up because it is coinciding because when Vientos comes back, who's gonna get sent down?
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? Because
arguably Vientos should go down probably because he was the one that was struggling the most.
Yeah, well, you have Mauricio. He probably might go back. If I have to pick, it'd probably be him.
Yeah, maybe him.
Because you can't. I love Acuna Jr. Like he's one of my favorite players on the team. Like he just does the little shit. Like
he's so fast too, man.
Yeah, you can't. I think he's so good on the defense end too. Like I'm playing shortstop and third base. The guy is a true talent. He could ball. Pause. The only thing is with him is like he's hitting. He needs more reps hitting. He's not getting enough reps. And when Vientos come back, I think they should just send Mauricio down just by default because Mauricio hasn't been lighting the ball on fire at all.
Yeah, he's bad at the plate most of the time too.
Yeah, on the Yankees end, Rondon went back to his stuff again. Like he became mediocre again. And man, what you think? Yeah, what's the issue? What's going on over there? The pitching, because it's pretty much Fried looked human. He's been looking human the last couple starts, but he's still a dominant player, dominant pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Fried, we are playing actual good teams now for him.
Yeah, he's been feasting on the bottom feeders, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he goes against like legit teams. I know, I'm not gonna be too worried about the Dodgers, like what the Dodgers did to him. He was due for a bad outing anyway. So he's human, you know what I mean? He just showed that he's human. But again, my issue with the Yankees is not the offense. I think that with Judge there, you're always gonna have a chance. Except for the playoffs. Well, you know what I mean? But It's the pitching.
Yeah,
The
he's
Yankees
not clutch.
pitching, and I think this is where the Yankees are gonna go all in, trade that line. They're gonna make some crazy. I think they're gonna go in on the pitching, all in the pitching. Maybe a bat to help Judge out, but they're going all in on pitching. They have to.
Like a second or third baseman might be helpful as well.
Here's the thing, though, like one thing I would say, like they got playoff ready guys. Like Paul Goldschmidt's a playoff ready guy. Bellinger's a playoff ready guy. You know what I mean? Like, so Judge, it's all on Judge, really. Like, when we talk about playoffs in the Yankees, it's can Judge perform, right? This time, like, you don't even need Stanton. Like, Stanton is just, if Stanton tells you, give me a week before the playoffs and I'm ready to play, you do that because he's going to show up. I'm not worried about Stanton. But it's my issue is going to be with, Judge could light it up he could be Ted Williams and Babe Ruth all he wants in the regular season. I think a lot of Yankee fans will agree on me with this. What can you do in the playoffs? You know, when October hits, you gotta light it up. You know what I mean, you're the guy. You're the face of the Yankees now. He is Mr. Yankee now. You know what I mean? And he might have to carry them if they don't do nothing with the pitching. The offense have to show up at least.
I agree.
How's the bullpen though? Like, are you good with Williams being the closer?
I mean,
you don't really have a choice, right? You don't really have a choice.
Yeah. I mean, they have other pitchers. I think their closer got hurt, though, right?
He's paid to do.
Yeah, and
he has to show up.
And Leiter's been disappointing, man. I was really high on that guy, and he's been disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very high on him because he had a good that pitching performance he gave in Cleveland. I was like, this guy is going to be something.
Yeah, their bullpen hasn't been that good.
No.
Kind of mid.
They're mediocre.
Yeah, kind of mid. Like 11 in ERA, 16 in WHIP.
Hey, man, Stroman's coming back. Excited?
16 in homers for 9.
Him and his tatted forehead.
Wait, he got a tatted forehead?
Pretty sure.
He has a face tattoo, yeah. Like on the side, I think.
No way.
I think
what is it?
Something wild.
No way.
I don't know. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I know he has some crazy tattoos.
Oh, okay, I see. It's one of those like Mexican gangbang tattoos.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's. I look from what I'm looking, but I think it has a picture of a kid. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's him and a kid over the sunset in the back of his head. Cool. Great. All right.
Anyway, moving on from him.
Yeah, moving on from that. Let's get to. We good on anything else on baseball you guys want to discuss before we go to talk NHL?
I think we touched them all.
Touched them. Pause. I didn't touch anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, all the bases. You know what I mean. Not like that, Diddy. Calm down.
All right, Van. Give us an NHL report. Stanley Cup report.
I think it honestly might go to 7 games again. It's been a very good series.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been tuning in, man. It seems like I've been paying attention to the highlights too and what's going on. It seems like a fun one. Another one.
Really crazy comebacks. You know, I believe it's a game 3 or 4. The Oilers came back down 3-0 in the first period. You know, this series is going to be really unexpected to the end.
Yeah, right now it's 3-2 Florida, right?
Yep. And
wasn't there a brawl? Like, wasn't there like a big fight? Wasn't there like a...
Say that, like,
there was one too. They were just...
With Connor McDavid?
I don't know, I just seen the highlight of just like, there's like 6 or 7 different fights.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, holy shit. It's chaos.
Yeah.
I think it was after Edmonton lost. I want to say it was probably game 2 or game 3. I don't remember. Where Connor McDavid was like cursing out, like yelling. Like, I think he got blown out that one. It was like the 6-zip one, I think. And he went off on the team. Like he got caught on camera, just like talking shit. I don't know if you guys saw that. It was on ESPN. It was pretty. He was like lighting a few, but the next game they ended up winning. So maybe it worked. It worked itself out. Yeah. So who you got as the overall winner at the end of this?
I want it to be the Oilers.
The Oilers.
But the Panthers look like they're the best team in hockey. It's like it was kind of like a similar situation with LeBron in Cleveland. You know, he's the best. They have the best player, but
the Florida has the best team.
Best team.
Team sport, but, unfortunately.
Only difference is he has number 2. He's probably a top 5 player.
In Edmonton or Florida?
Yeah, what's his name? Draisaitl.
Oh, he plays for Edmonton?
Yep.
Wow.
Guy won an MVP before too and everything, so.
So it's like when Crosby had Malkin then, right? He was like the 1-2 punch?
Yeah. It's essentially that.
Nice. Well, anything else you want to talk about for the Stanley Cup? Because you're the man with the plan when it comes to the Stanley Cup.
Game 7. I hope it's just as good as last year.
Nice.
As a fan of sports, it's something like you have to watch.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and tune in one of these games. I have to at least watch one game. Because I mean, it seems like it's actually more exciting than the next thing we're about to talk about, which is NBA Finals. And I'm not enjoying it because I'm biased, but even if I wasn't, I'm still wouldn't be enjoying this at all necessarily. It's just like what I'm seeing from what I saw, especially the last game, which let's be honest, I'm gonna be real honest. OKC got real lucky because Shea was chucking the fucking ball for like 3 quarters straight, man. Like he was straight chucking the ball. Like he needed pass. Like I was yelling at the TV in the fourth quarter, like pass the fucking ball. And he's, you know what I mean? Like, again, they got lucky. They got hot at the right time and ended up winning the game. But if they're going to play like this plays into Indiana's hands, man. I think this benefits Indiana. Let one guy beat you. Fine. We got 4 other guys right here. And Halliburton will just be our closer. You know, like, so I don't like the way OKC is playing this team. Like, OKC on paper should, like, mollywop this team. Especially coming off of a tough series with the Knicks, you'll think Indiana will at least stumble, but they came in hot and they stole game 1 again. Game 2 wasn't a surprise, and then just surprise to me was winning game 3. Like they're where they're playing Indiana. Like when Indiana wins, they're beating them at their own game. You know what I mean? Like they're playing. Everybody's in double digits. You know what I mean? They're hitting timely shots. They're more cohesive unit. Whereas for OKC, which is not them, is playing like a team that doesn't know what the hell they're doing. And I think this is a big testament to Rick Carlisle as a coach. He's a real great coach. Yeah. Like he's been there. He's one of the old school guys, and for some reason he's it's being well received within the players, and they're playing for him, and you can see it. Like this guy's a legit coach. He should be revered as such, and if Indiana wins this, man, as much shit as I'm talking about them and not having parades and how much I hate the state of Indiana, whatever, that's a good team, man. That's a good team. And you gotta just tip your hat and be like, there's just a better team for some reason. If I'm OKC, man, like, I don't know where you go after. If you lose, like, where else? Like, you lost in the Western Conference Final. All right, boom, a learning experience. They're almost like the Boston Celtics of the West. Like, how many times did they lose in the Eastern Conference Finals and then they finally get there? They lose to Golden State and then the next year they win. They're becoming like them.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. And the team, like, you're not gonna break this team up because this team is
young and get better. So good, right?
They're still young and they're still good. And you know they're they got on the contract for a long time. And they seem to get better every year, even with the finals and Eastern and Western finals as well. So maybe next year is their year, I guess.
It must be, right? If they're like the Celtics,
right? Yeah,
that would make sense.
But I'm concerned about this. I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins this in 6, man. It could happen. It's what 2-2 right now, right?
Yeah, 2-2. Right? Yeah, I just checked.
If Indiana wins this game, I think they're gonna close them out in 6. I don't see OKC's not playing like OKC, man. I don't get it.
Well, if this goes to 7, I can see OKC waking up.
No. Yeah, OKC's gonna win. If it goes 7, OKC's winning that.
Yeah, there's 100%. No way to lose.
I think I said OKC in 7, didn't I? Did I say that? I think I
did.
did.
You had OKC in 7. I'm eating a bowl of dicks. I think I had them in 5.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna go longer than 5.
Yeah. I just thought Indiana was gonna stumble, man. I thought the battles they had with the Knicks. I figured they'll just
No, they have that. They have the Holla band, man. The Holly band.
The Holla band is legit. What the Holly? That guy's. The thing that bothers me though is like he's so inconsistent, bro. He'll drop fucking 30, a triple double, and then he'll give you 8 points in the next game. Like,
that's why he's the Holla band, because he's like a terrorist. You know, he disappears for a bit and then he comes back and bombs you.
He
element of surprise.
Yeah, he attacks like you least expect it. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
He's literally like a terrorist. I mean, he's not actually one. Yeah. Well, no. We don't know we don't know everything.
New York.
Ask New York, bro. Ask New York.
He already bombed New York, bro. He already did it.
Yeah, New York is like Gaza right now, bro. the way
definitely like Gaza. For sure.
This is ridiculous. Little light news here before we head out. Did any thoughts on the KD possible trades? Like that's been a topic of the news today for the past this whole weekend actually. Yeah, seems like Houston is the front runners, right?
Houston and San Antonio.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to Texas.
Yeah, it seems like he's definitely going to Texas.
Is that where he wants to go though? Didn't the Grizzlies make a trade too? To the Magic?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Yeah, we have to talk about that. That's coming up next. But with KD he picked San Antonio, Houston, and Miami as his go-to teams. Toronto has been very they've been pressuring for him to take. The thing is, Toronto's willing to trade and without giving him an extension, which is wild. They're doing the Kawhi deal, pretty much. Give us the championship, buy us another 4 years. We'll suck it up for another 4 years. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're willing to do. But I think if you're looking for a better package, the best bet is either San Antonio or Houston. Better player package, or you get better with Houston for sure. You get Jabari Smith, Jalen Green. You know what I mean? I don't know what's gonna take for a 37-year-old Kevin Durant, who's also injury prone as well. So. I don't know. I'm just happy the Knicks are not involved because it brings joy to me at my face for sure. Yeah, I don't know. So, Van, you think Houston is that lock on getting him? You think it's pretty much theirs to lose?
No, it's between them and San Antonio for me. Both make sense.
Selfishly, I would like to see him in San Antonio.
Why?
I think him and Wemby because. But then again, now that I think about it, they both get injured a lot too. So
they're kind of the same player, right? A little bit.
It's kind of yeah. I don't know how that will work now that I'm thinking about it. They're both tall, and Wemby's more of a spot-up shooter too. Yeah, maybe Houston will be a better deal because Houston just needs him to close games out. You know what I mean? They don't have a closer. That's what they lacked. When you had to rely on Fred VanVleet as your closer, your point. That's why I don't like point guards being your closer, because they carry you for so long, and then you have to rely on them towards the end. It's not sustainable. Like Jalen Brunson's a perfect example. You know what I mean? He'll give you a great game, but then the last 3 minutes he looks tired and diminished.
No, who we cannot say that about.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. If anybody's the most clutch player in the playoff, it's him. For sure. It's not even close. So I'm gonna switch sides. I'll say Houston will be a better fit for KD. And then on the big trade today, as Gary mentioned earlier, was the Desmond Bane to Orlando, which is really a big trade. That's a crazy move. And the question is now: is this a overhaul in Memphis now? They got rid of the coach, they got rid of the second best player on the team, or third, depending on where you have Jared Jackson. Do they trade Jared Jackson now? Does John Morant become available? What is Memphis doing, guys?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I think they fall off that much with what they got. They can still compete.
You think in the West?
I mean, compete as in be a playoff.
I'll be right back, guys.
solidify, basically what they were this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a 6-7 seed maybe.
I think they're gonna.
They're not gonna win anything.
Yeah, I think they're gonna actually stay like whatever you saw this year, you're gonna see again next year. This is the repeat of. This is what's gonna happen. Exactly what's gonna happen. The team will have a shitty record and be a playing team and be out real quick.
Yeah,
real quick. That's why I think. I think with them, I think they should try and see at least test the market for Morant and Jackson. What's the point in being what's the trajectory that you lost your number 2 scorer, who when Morant is not there is your number 1 scorer? So what is like me personally, I would at least test the market and see what I can get for those 2 guys. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you could get a nice I don't know where Memphis at as far as draft picks, but Morant still pushed the needle as far as maybe a top 10 pick, maybe. You know what I mean? But I don't know who's willing to take his contract and his, let's be honest, his suspect attitude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared Jackson, I think has better value. I think you could get a nice overhaul for him. He's decent.
Unlike actually Morant won Rookie of the Year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they both have, I guess, accolades for like Jared Jackson's Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah. And I think him more so would probably benefit from a change of scenery. Like if he comes to a better, like not complete chaos, chaotic scenario like Memphis is right now, I think he could go back to being that defensive guy. Again, I think the talent is still there. I would try and get what I can for him more than I will go for Morant.
And Antonio would be a good spot for him. They have the pieces to trade for him.
I mean, pretty much everybody in the top 5 they could get some good pieces. You could trade anybody and get whatever you want.
Yeah.
I think I think Santor really just like if you're looking for that star, you can just all right, we got a number 2 pick. What are you offering? You know what I mean? Is it going to be Giannis? Is it going to be KD? Is it going to be Morant or Jackson? You know what I mean? It's pretty much give us a call. Let's talk. You know what I mean? They're not getting. I think they were just trying to get cool. They could really stand pat, and get a good player, or get a superstar. So it's really they could be the Cleveland Browns of the NBA playoffs. I mean NBA draft. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Where teams will be calling them to see hey man, what do you want for that number 2 pick? That's what I think. But on the other foot now, Orlando, they got their closer ish. If you really think about it, now they got the perimeter shooter that they wanted. That KCP couldn't be consistently provide for them this year.
Desmond Bane plays good defense too.
Yeah, he's a good defense. Yeah. So I think this is a great deal for Orlando. This actually puts them in the same bracket as far as they could actually because they couldn't get for 2 years in a row they can't get past Cleveland. This could actually even things up with Cleveland now, I think. Now again, health with health being a thing, if both teams are healthy, I think not necessarily win, but they could actually compete better with Cleveland. But I think that's who they're targeting now. They're trying to beat Cleveland. If they can beat Cleveland, then they could be with the big boys. And I think it's a good deal for Orlando more so than it is for Memphis. This is a great deal for I would have made this deal 10 out of 10 times, to be honest with you.
It's a great deal. They did get a better deal than what's his name? Luka.
No, that's just a steal. That's superstar compared to a good player. You know what I mean? You get Cole Anthony and KCP. They're good role players. And Desmond Bane is not a star, but he's a good above average overall player for sure. He is going to be a benefit to the team.
I don't think
he's instantly.
Yeah, I think they gave too many picks for Bane. That's the only thing.
What was it? 4 first-round picks?
Yeah, maybe 2 would have.
Yeah, it was 4 unprotected and 1 first-round swap.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. The pick. I would have given him 2 picks, man. 1 unprotected and 1 swap. And I mean, like I would have done it that way. Because then like what? Because now like the price goes up for for JJ and Morant now. You know what I mean? Like something tells me Memphis they're gonna do a rebuild, man. I think I'm 50-50 on Morant being traded. 70% JJ gets traded though. I think he's next. And selfishly, I would love to have him in orange and blue. I'll trade Mitchell Robinson, the combination, and the Milwaukee pick that we have, and maybe another bench player. I don't know. If they ask for Josh Hart,
pressure and Chua.
He's a free agent, so he's not. He's coming off the books anyway. Even if it's Josh Hart or Miles McBride, one of the two guys, I think I'll still pull the trigger on that one. I'll think more hard about Josh Hart. Well, Miles McBride, I'll pull the trigger because he was a disappointment in the playoffs.
I mean, I think you guys gave up too much for Josh Hart to just trade him away like that.
Yeah,
it's been a few years, right? He's been there a couple of years now, so.
Yeah, I like JJ, man. Like JJ's he's not injury prone like Mitchell Robinson. He's a former defensive player of the year. He grabs boards. Like this is what the Knicks need is him. Like they need him. He's perfect. That gets you over the hump right there. And then you'll get a coach that's gonna play your bench. You know what I mean? Like just do it. I would even second guess it. I'll definitely give Memphis a call. Because if they're getting up the second best scorer, first best scorer with Ja Morant's not there. Maybe they're having a fire sale. Like I'm gonna make some calls to see what I can get. Again, I'm not a Ja Morant fan, but I'm pretty sure you can get a nice deal for him.
It's just I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
What pick did Memphis get in return this year? What pick number was Orlando?
I know Orlando's probably one of the 20s, right?
They were a playoff team, right?
Yeah.
It was 16th pick.
Ooh, so
Orlando sent Memphis the 16th pick. So yeah.
Okay. What pick Memphis? Wait, Memphis picking 16th, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait, so okay.
That's Orlando's pick, 16 to Memphis. So okay. Yeah, I guess they will be picking 16th.
Okay.
They could try to find some core player around there.
Mm-hmm. Look, man, if you could get a nice package deal for Ja Morant. You know what I mean? For sure. He's still a budding star. You can get something for him.
Ooh, send him to the Lakers.
I don't know what the Lakers are going to give up, but hey, man, they gave up nothing for Luka, so anything's possible. I don't think Memphis is that retarded, though. Yeah, I don't think Memphis is stupid, though. I think Memphis wants something. They want picks. I honestly think they want to rebuild. Like I think the writing was on the wall when they got rid of that coach, and I think he's a really good coach. Taylor Jenkins is a good coach.
He is.
According to this article, it looks like they're trying to extend Jackson.
Really?
But, yeah, Jaren Jackson. So, and then
they
didn't say about Moran, but they're not looking to trade him, I guess. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
See, man, something is not right with Memphis. I don't know.
They keep trading away everybody, so they're gonna trade him eventually. They're rebuilding, they're trying to.
Yeah, maybe because again, like if the team stand pat, which I don't think I think they probably one move away from getting. They need a second scorer, obviously. My thing is like, okay, if you go with the team that you have now, you're pretty much in the same position you're going to be in this year. You know what I mean? You're playing team. You know what I mean? And you're first round out. Like, why do that when you might as well strike when the kettle is hot?
That's a crazy existence. Just a playing team and just lose every time.
Like if you know, like you don't have a motivated Jackson anymore, and you don't have. And Morant, he has character issues and injury issues as well. Get rid of the headache and see what you can get for it. That's what I would do. If I know, like, if I'm going with this squad, I'm like, Okay, best case scenario, we're like just above the play-in. So we're gonna play one of the top teams immediately in the first round. Do you really have a chance? Like where you just have when you're gonna be just running Ja Morant to the ground if he's available at that time? I wouldn't. Like, I don't know. I'll strike with the kettle is hot and see what I can get for him and Jackson. Yeah. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk to about? Continuing about the sports in the sports world right now.
There isn't much other news, really.
Yeah.
Club World Cup.
Wait, World Cup?
The Club World Cup, where the European clubs and around the clubs around the world.
I'm not aware of it, so please educate us.
Basically, U.S.
I know you guys got the ass whooped by, was it Switzerland?
No, it's not like countries. It's like the soccer clubs, like Real Madrid and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like all of them from like a different country, or like their clubs are coming to the United States to play each other for a trophy, basically.
Nice.
Oh, do we want to talk about Antonio Brown catching a murder charge?
Oh.
Is that something we want to get into?
I mean, it's part of sports. I actually saw the video today. He was doing some, I think it was Aiden Raw stream.
Yeah.
And somebody tried to...
A boxing event, celebrity boxing.
Yeah, somebody tried to snatch his chain and he pulled out a gun. Isn't it in Florida this happened?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was like Miami or something.
Yeah, isn't that like stand your ground laws or some shit like that? Wasn't he defending himself then?
I don't know. There's different sides to that story. That's the problem.
That's the thing. It is like
because like people are saying that like he was confronted about his chain and stuff, and then apparently like either he was like he pulled out his gun and he started shooting, or maybe he just used it. He pulled out his gun and didn't shoot or something. But apparently there was like
oh no, he did shoot.
Yeah, he did shoot. I mean he did shoot, but it's like it's been debated if he actually shot people or if it was just like a warning shot. Like
it was a warning shot. Yeah. That you can't tell on the video. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But
so I mean, I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna get in trouble for this. I think it's gonna be dismissed. I don't know. I
mean, I don't know what the evidence is really besides the video, which doesn't show much. But
so much, yeah. I don't know the severity of it.
And how bad is a CTE really? Like that's the real question everyone's asking.
Bro, these dudes are streaming in 4K 24/7, and this is the best CTE shit you guys got. Like,
yeah,
you guys skimping? Come on, bro. You guys are worth millions. These are millionaires. It's multi-millionaires. And they got fucking Kmart fucking CCTV cameras, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
Like, get a Ring camera then, bro. You might as well stack on Ring cameras.
Yeah, I mean,
it is interesting. Like, I think I don't know. AB he's a character for sure.
Yeah, so, the CTE man. Really.
Yeah. Well, I think his podcast is called CTE, or his show is some CTE shit.
Yeah, it's funny.
He's called CTE. Yeah, so I think he's a good showsman for sure. Like he's a showman for like 100%. Like he plays into whatever is going on in his head. So yeah, but if this shit doesn't go blow over, he's gonna lose a lot of money, a lot of sponsorship, and it's gonna hurt his pockets. Like this is not good publicity. You know what I mean?
No,
this is not looking good. Yeah, so hopefully he'll get his shit together and figure it out. But I think if this was this happened like what, a month ago, and now they're doing like fucking like.
No, it was more. I think it was more than that. It was like a while ago. It was last. Yeah, you're right. Like a month ago.
Yeah, which
that was like a few months ago, but it was a month. Yeah.
Even if it was a few months ago, like somebody got shot at, or there was a shot and nothing. Like now we're talking about pressing charges.
Yeah, pretty late. Like, where's the dead person? Yeah. Also, well, attempted murder, not actual murder, but still.
Or the complaint from the suspect. You know what I mean? Or the victim.
But if they were trying to take his chain, then it's not attempted. He wasn't attempting to kill them. He just.
Yeah.
He was defending himself, so I don't know.
Yeah, so I don't know. This one seems kind of odd, like how I guess I know it takes a while to develop evidence and all this shit, but like, yeah.
He would have to have a motive to actually kill them.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
Or
You need
something got to be premeditated.
yeah,
or,
you have to have a motive
Mhm.
or something or a plan or like proof that he's like, oh yeah, I was gonna kill that guy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he was. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, he could always say he felt threatened and his life was in danger. That's why he pulled the gun out.
That's what he's gonna say. I mean, unless
Yeah,
he's dumb.
yeah.
Unless he's dumb.
So we'll see what happens with the AB. Well, we wish him well here. Friend of the show.
Hopefully one day he's on with us.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy if he's like, you know what? Sure, I'll join your podcast, guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
Garrett, you'll be the front runner for Cracker of the Year, man.
I know. I might actually win. That'd be such an honor. I'm just gonna
Dude,
say.
it'd be a great honor, bro.
It would be.
It'd be a
Cracker
great
of the
honor.
Year. I'd be an
Yeah.
honor. I got
Dude, imagine me announcing you like Mr. GPS, also Cracker of the Year, Mr. GPS. You know?
Yeah, Cracker of the Year GPS to you, assholes.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, fellas, let's wrap it up, man. You know, there's just not a lot of big sports news other than the trades and some baseball stuff. But
At least we have the trades.
you know,
That's
guys,
good.
yeah.
At
Keep
least.
liking, keep subscribing, keep tuning in, man. We're gonna keep putting out content left and picking up content. Jesus Christ, that's so
Oh
wrong.
my god.
What, you're turning to AB already?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, edit that. Cut that shit. We'll keep putting out content.
Oh, there we
on a regular
go.
basis. Yeah, Jesus Christ. The coffee's kicking in.
But you're gonna get us canceled.
Yeah.
No, he's
Jesus
black.
Christ.
It's fine. If I say that,
Yeah.
we're gonna be canceled now.
Yeah,
Now we're gonna
if
be
he tells
canceled.
You guys to pick up cotton, you know. Like
If I tell you guys to pick up cotton, that's gonna get canceled for sure.
that's good. We're gonna get flagged. All right, fellas, man. Pleasure tuning in. Pleasure doing business with y'all, man.